and water space. The last time that I helped someone was when at the hotel where I worked, we donated 100 mattresses to an orphanage that was only for girls. That was amazing. I enjoyed the smiles girls. I will do this again. As well, the hotel donated food when we were in the COVID pandemic in 2022, and I helped with this. That's much better. That's more
Sounds like
natural.
mine.
I can see the difference now.
Yeah.
I can see the difference. Okay, so we're gonna do this. I'm gonna help you with the feedback, and
Yes.
then on the when we are talking about corrections at the end, you are going to correct it. Okay, you are going to find the corrections.
Yes.
Okay, when we finish with the corrections, we're gonna do the the best version, the best
Okay.
version of this. Okay.
Yes, teacher.
So let me just do this. Let's go. I read about this topic in two journals, the New York Times, in two journals. I would use as a feedback, I would
Yes.
use either a colon, this is a colon, 2 points.
Mm. Okay.
Mhm.
Colon.
You can use either a colon or um, a, a sentence, something additional, like saying one was the New York Times and the other was. You see what I mean?
Yes. One
One
was.
was the New York Times and the other was the El Universal in Mexico. Those are the two possibilities you could use here.
With with two. Also with, how do you say los dos puntitos again, please?
Colon. The name is colon.
Column. Also the column, and one was and other was, or just one was and other was? One.
No, either one or the other.
Okay, okay.
You can use the colon or you can use a complete idea to give more examples.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Mhm. Now, as an article cannot have an expression like well.
Okay.
Well is an expression we use in a normal conversation, but we don't use it in a we don't use it in a text. Okay,
Oh,
so you should
it's
use
without
exactly. We don't use it in an article.
an article, or it's any expression like that for an article? No,
No, the
no.
expression well. What is the meaning of well in Spanish?
Bueno o a continuación, o algo así, ¿no?
No, a continuación no puede ser well.
Okay.
De todos modos, a continuación no queda.
No,
A
no.
continuación, ambos diarios. So, doesn't make sense. The word well is conversational, completely conversational.
Okay. Okay,
Mhm.
teacher.
That is the correct form. Therefore, we need to eliminate uh, that one.
Okay.
The New York Times in USA and the other ones in Universal in Mexico. Well, both journals. So in Mexico, period, and then both journals. Mhm. Do you understand what is a period?
Because it's another idea, or
No. Do
I
you
no.
understand what is a period?
Is punto, coma,
Ajá.
perdón.
No.
Punto,
Period.
punto.
Period is punto. Ajá. Capital letters and punctuation. So we have periods, which is this symbol. Commas, which is this symbol. Colons, which is this symbol. Oops. And semicolon, which is this symbol. Okay, that's punctuation. Punctuation marks. On the other side, we have capital letters. The rules of capital letters are that you should capitalize proper names, names of countries, names of days, months, and names of countries, locations, names of days and months. This is different to Spanish. Do you agree?
Yes.
Different to Spanish. Names of days and months. Similar to Spanish. Capitalize proper names of countries and locations, and official names of locations.
Like hotel names.
Exactly. Like names of hotels.
Like names of hotel.
Names of hotels.
Yeah.
And official names of things. For example, if you say, I don't know, the iPhone. The iPhone is a brand. No,
Yes.
you need capital letter.
Okay. Okay.
Let's
I,
copy this. Names of brands. Official names of locations and things like brands. Different to Spanish. In Spanish, it's not necessary to capitalize months, January, February, March, April.
yes.
That's not necessary. But in English, it's necessary.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. In Spanish, we don't capitalize. In English, we do.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Good. And finally, different to Spanish, the person I is always capital. And this is the only pronoun we use capital letter. Only I. Not we, not they, not you, not he, she, it, never.
I have this wrong in my article. Yes.
Exactly. That's one of the things we need to do.
Yes.
We need to change.
Yes.
Now let me do a little research on the use of a little activity on the use of punctuation marks in articles. Punctuation in brief. Use a comma to create a pause to separate ideas in a sentence. To separate ideas. But ideas, not sentences, eh? Be careful. We are going to check the use of this. Use a semicolon to create a break, but recognizes the connection of ideas. Use a colon to connect two sentences thematically. Like, for example, when you said, I read this in two newspapers or in two journals. The New York Times in the United States and Universal in Mexico.
Okay.
You need a colon. Use a full stop to create the end of a sentence. This is a full stop, the period. And use an apostrophe to indicate ownership or missing letters or numbers. We're going to use that information. If we have more questions, we're going to consult this website. Let me just take this and copy here. Good. Okay. With that brief, now let's get to the chase. Let's get to the feedback. I read about this topic in two journals, colon, the New York Times in USA and the other was El Universal in Mexico. This is optional, no? Both journals said that the people need help in a lot of countries, for example, in Africa, but I think that here in Mexico also exist people that we can help, and we just need to remember that we can help. You should collocate a period here. This is when your full stop is necessary.
Okay. Okay.
This capital is not necessary, the second is necessary. So, oh yeah, super important about capital letters. Use capital letters, similar to Spanish. Use capital letters when you start a sentence. Do you agree?
Yes. Yes, teacher. Like in Spanish.
Exactly. So in this case, this we is correct.
Okay.
So both journals said that the people need help in a lot of countries, for example, in Africa, but I think that here in Mexico also exist people that we can help. Instead of using exist, let's use the expression for existence. What is the expression for existence?
I don't remember.
No?
No.
The expression for existence is
Instead, no. Not there is, there are.
expression for existence, there is and there are. Do you remember, Karen? There is and there are.
Also, there are people.
Uh-huh. Exactly. Makes sense? Every time you talk about expressions, every time you talk about existence, there is and there are. Don't use the word exist.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Therefore, there are people that we can help. We just need to remember when we didn't have water in the city, and this liquid is so basic for live. Correction in the word for live. Connector for verbs?
Two.
Exactly. We should use
Okay.
for before a verb.
Okay.
This liquid is so basic to live. Actually, I would like to mention to live, period. When you said actually, you changed from idea.
Okay.
Every time you open a sentence, you will
With a.
normally use
Okay.
every time you open a sentence with a person or an introduction, like actually, this is your sign to separate ideas.
Okay.
So
Okay.
here you have a person, we, and this
Yes.
was independent from the person help.
Yes.
This is your green light, your green flag to make a period.
Okay.
Actually, was another green flag to make a period. There are a lot of easy red flags that you can identify to separate your ideas.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, teacher.
This will help give you extra points on the organization section. If you
Okay.
don't separate your ideas, it's going to affect the organization points.
It's not just the word, actually, it's also the period. For example, in the last part, as well, it's a period and as well, right? Is the same.
As where in the where where
As well, the hotel donate food when we were in the COVID. Is the same, like
oh
actually.
wait, you go way too far, wait.
Ah, sorry.
but but okay, you say that is the same, no, similar
Yeah,
to
or
the same
no.
way you separated here. Okay, I agree with you. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It can be the same. Here
Okay.
is when we are going to introduce another rule of commas. This
Mm,
is technically similar to Spanish, but we can separate it as follows. When using an introductory adverb, such as actually, currently, as well, etc., use a comma. So you are going to use this liquid is so basic to live. Period. Actually, comma.
okay.
Okay. Every time you use an introductory adverb, introduce a comma over there.
Okay, teacher.
Make sense?
Okay.
Good. I would like mention that in Mexico exist people. Like is a verb, mention is a verb. Connector for two verbs.
Two. Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Okay.
I would like to mention that in Mexico exist.
Again, there are.
There are, very good. There are people that don't have food and water. Period. Excellent. The last time that I helped someone when at the hotel where I worked, we donated 100 mattresses to an orphanage that was only for girls. That was amazing and I enjoyed the Smiles Girls. The Smiles Girls. Quisiste decir la sonrisa de las chicas, ¿verdad?
Ajá. Yes. Está mal.
The apostrophe is first, you need an apostrophe. You forgot the apostrophe.
Ah, yes.
Okay? If you don't collocate the apostrophe, you are using plural.
Smiles or I don't know why.
Wrong. Eliminate smiles.
Or
What I mean is, if you don't collocate the apostrophe, you are saying smiles, sonrisas, plural.
okay.
Do you understand now?
Mm, so no, no teacher. Again,
Perfect.
please.
So, with a smile, one smile, two
Okay.
smiles, una
Okay.
sonrisa, dos sonrisas,
Ah, okay. Ah, okay,
muchas
okay. Yeah.
sonrisas. You see?
Yes.
If you don't have an apostrophe, you are using the the plural.
Mm, okay.
Make sense?
So the correct is my apostrophe S. girls, or what is the correct?
Well,
My
that's what is the correct. The
is my
apostrophe S goes to the person that possesses the object.
yes.
So this is my coffee. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Who possesses the coffee? Who has the coffee?
You,
You. Name?
your, no?
Name?
Um,
What is my name?
Fernando.
So Fernando possesses the coffee.
Yes.
The apostrophe S goes to Fernando.
Yes.
So whose coffee is this?
Fernando's coffee.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
it
So
is
it's
Fernando's coffee.
okay. So it's girls smile.
Hmm.
Okay.
And it's only one smile?
No, because it's
It's multiple girls, no?
girls smiles. Yes.
Exactly. It's multiple girls and it's multiple smiles. The correct form here, I'm gonna write it for you here next to it. The girls, the girls, plural, apostrophe no es, and then smiles.
Okay. Ah, okay, okay. Yes, teacher. It's the
Mhm.
first. Yes, yes. Okay.
It's the first time you understand?
Yes, teacher.
I'm
I
so happy.
yes.
I'm
I
so happy you understand.
I didn't see like that. Mm, This is the first.
That's super cool. Super, super cool. You have no idea how happy.
Yes, without the S.
Yes. And you don't need this because you are talking about a plural name. When the
Okay.
name finishes in S, you need to use only the apostrophe. Imagine the word Carlos, the name Carlos. Carlos ends in S.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, you need to omit the S.
Mm-hmm.
Carlos es with apostrophe, no es,
Okay.
right?
I
Let's
teach you.
copy that in the capital letters and punctuation. Use the apostrophe to indicate ownership or missing letters or numbers. In the case of plural nouns or names ending in S, just add just add the apostrophe, but make sure to pronounce the extra sílabo.
Okay.
Switch to Spanish, ¿qué dice aquí?
Dice, en el caso de que ay, el
Sorry.
nombre o el terminen en S, solo tienes
Ajá.
que agregar el apóstrofe, pero es, pero estate seguro de que que vas a pronunciar la sílaba extra, ¿no?
Mhm. Very good. So how do you say el café de Carlos?
Carlos Coffee.
Mhm.
Carlos.
Extra sílabo.
mm, Carlos Coffee.
Carloses.
Ah, y Carloses Coffee.
Carloses coffee. Mhm.
Ok.
La amiga de Liz.
Liz's friend.
Correct.
Ok.
You see, Liz termina en S.
Ok. Okay, teacher. Yeah.
That's new information for speaking and new information for writing. Take a note.
Yes, teacher. Thanks so much.
Very good. Okay, very good, very good. The next one. Mm, I will do this again as well. The hotel donated food. I will do this again. When you say I will do this again, is this a promise?
Mm, yes.
Okay, give me more details then. I will do this again. The hotel is organizing a new event these holidays because our people is important. Blah 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 blah. Like extend your speech. Explain.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more.
When we use I will do this again, I need to tell more. Okay.
Mhm. Uh-huh. In case you, the thing is about in the terms of communicative achievement, there
Okay.
are some issues. I would tell you that a lot of things you mentioned don't have a conclusion. Conclusion in English. Wait. A lot of things. There. A lot of things you mentioned don't have a conclusion. You mentioned number one that people need help in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
If you are not going to expand the information of Africa, don't say it, you know?
Okay.
In a lot of countries, period.
And that's it.
Mexico, I think you wanted to expand more in Mexico. Actually, your text is about Mexico.
Yes.
So that one, you don't need to mention Africa.
Okay, teacher.
Mhm.
Okay.
Second thing, you didn't tell me more information about water. What happened to the situation of the water in the city? Who helped? Why are you mentioning that? You know,
Okay.
it was it was pretty alone, this topic. We just need to remember when we didn't have water in the city and this liquid is so basic to live.
Put the what happened, yes.
Aha, what happened then? One day, I remember one day when the city needed water and a lot of people protested to the government, and the government, I don't know the story, but if you remember the story, say it,
Okay.
you know?
Yes, teacher. Okay.
Mm, and then the final paragraph. The last time that I helped someone was when at the hotel where I worked, we donated 100 people, 100 mattresses to an orphanage that was only for girls. That was amazing, and I enjoyed the smiles, girls, etc. This second part is the perfect conclusion to your text.
Okay.
I could have like two paragraphs.
Okay.
You see, only finish the sentence. When will you? Now, why did you mention you will do this again? Tell me more. Make sense?
Okay. Not just only because I put that was amazing, but I need to mention more things about that.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I will do this again this year, and I hope a lot of people participate. Finish. You see, you don't need to give me details. You don't need to be super specific. Just, just finish your sentence. I will do this again in the future. Hopefully, my friends can join. I don't know. Like you can finish your sentence many ways.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, teacher.
All right. As well, the hotel donated as well, comma.
Yes, again.
The hotel donated food when we were in the COVID pandemic in 2022, and I helped with, instead of this, let's say it.
Okay.
And I helped with it. So you have some points on communicative achievements.
Yes.
The other thing, organization, it was pretty good, but the things on punctuation will help your text be better understood. That's
Okay.
gonna really help you.
Yes, teacher.
And the last one, oops. In terms of content, 5 out of 5, no problem, because you have everything. What kinds of people need our help? When did you last help someone? What did you do? Your tasks are perfect. Communicative achievement, it will go between 1 or 2 points. Just finish your sentences. Organization, it was pretty good. Just by punctuation is gonna be much better. And in terms of language, connector two, there is and there are, connector two over here, all these observations that we did will give you better points on language. Got it? Questions?
No, teacher.
All right. I'm going to send you the best version of this. Just a second, eh? Mm, Here we go. Oh crap, wait. I confused. I confused your text with yesterday's, and the robot was speaking about Billie Eilish, and I was like,
Ah.
"What's happening? Why is he talking about Billie Eilish?" And that's because I copied a different one. Just a second, eh? I'm doing it. Uh, okay, here we go. Corrected version. Read this text, Karen.
Okay. Okay, correct version. Many people around the world need our help. I recently read about this in two journals
Watch out.
and
Read is present.
read.
Red. Mhm.
I recently read about this in two journals, the New York Times in the USA and El Universal in Mexico. Both journals mentioned that people in many countries, like those in Africa, need assistance.
Let's stop over
How,
there.
sorry?
You see, let's stop over there. See how the text mentions Africa. Both journals mentioned that people in many countries, like those in Africa, between two commas, as a
Yes.
parenthesis.
Oh, yes.
You see? With this, with parentheses, you can eliminate the protagonism of Africa, so you
Mm,
can focus on the real idea. Your idea is speaking about Mexico.
yes.
This
Okay.
format was a very good solution.
Like this in Africa. Okay.
Like those in Africa, those speaking about those countries.
Okay.
Makes
Yes.
sense?
Option.
It's a very good option. And now
Yes.
it's closer to your personal idea.
Yes.
No?
Yeah.
I'm
Mm,
gonna give you the feedback in your
yes.
to your chat.
Okay. Thanks, teacher.
However, the word however is an introductory adverb, such as actually, currently, as well, etc.
Okay.
However is similar.
And choose however in or actually, right?
Exactly. Instead of actually. What is however? However means sin embargo. ¿Sí
Yes.
entiende?
Yes. Okay. However, yeah. I believe that even here in Mexico, yes, not exist.
Instead of exist.
That even here in Mexico, there are people who need our help. Yes. Also there are.
Also there are.
Yes. For example, we should remember that time when we didn't have water in the city.
Look at the word for example is in the example.
Mm,
Let me
yes.
show you the difference. In your text, you use for example to speak about Africa.
Yes.
That's the reason it's very relevant. You can eliminate the for example in Africa and you can collocate the for example in we just need to remember. The position of for example is a very strong expression. So use, for example, only in the most important information.
Okay,
Do you
teacher.
understand what I mean?
Yes, yes,
That's a
teacher.
very, very good way to see it.
Okay, yes. Um, for example, we should remember that time when we didn't have water in the city. Water is essential for life, and there are still many people in Mexico who lack basic necessities like food and water.
New vocabulary.
Lack, yes.
Lack. Well, it's not new vocabulary. We saw it before.
Mm,
Assistance is new vocabulary too.
assistant.
Still, there are still many people in Mexico. Still is an adverb that decorates, and even
Mm,
is an adverb that decorates.
mhm.
Who lack basic necessities. To lack something is the action of not having. B1. Right? Do you get it?
Yes, I got it. Yes.
Good. Like food and water. Continue reading.
The last time I helped someone was at the hotel where I work. Um, why is not put I work?
Because you still work in that hotel.
Okay.
If you say I worked, it's because you work in a different hotel, or you don't work in that hotel anymore.
Okay. Okay. We donate 100 mattresses to
Donate in
an
past. What is the past of donate?
donate it,
Did. Exactly.
100 mattresses to an orphanage for girls. It was an amazing experience, and I enjoyed it seeing the smiles on the girls.
On the
Different the smiles
girl,
on the girls' faces.
on the girls' faces. It was incomplete.
Okay. The smiles on the girls' faces. I would love to do something like that again. Okay.
You see how the difference between I will do this and I would love to do this?
Yes.
That's the reason my question.
Yeah.
That's the reason. If
Mm,
you say I will do this again, is when.
okay.
Is this a promise? When are you doing it? Are you planning? Do you have a plan in this moment?
Okay. If I put just I would love to do something like that again, it's not necessary to explain.
No, because it's not a plan, it's an imaginary situation.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
Will is a decision,
Yeah.
would is an imaginary situation.
Okay.
That's the biggest difference.
I would love. Okay. Okay, teacher. I would love to do something like that again. Additionally, the hotel
Donated, excellent.
food during the COVID. Why it's one night? Uh, how do you pronounce COVID 19?
COVID
Yes,
19.
the COVID-19 pandemic in 2022, and I was happy to help with that too. And also the end.
Absolutely. And also the end. Because the COVID 19 pandemic was a small reference. If you don't complete the sentence with and we helped with them and I was happy with that too, then it sounds incomplete.
Mm, okay,
Make sense?
okay, yes, and
Take
it's
it
not
correct.
with. Yeah.
And it's not with what?
For example, in my um in And help it with it. It's the correct for my article. And here put to help with that too.
Mhm.
It's with that, not with it. Yes.
With it can be both.
Ah, okay.
You can use that or it, but don't use this
Ah, okay.
because this is in this moment right now,
I got it. Yes, I understand more.
right?
Thanks. Right.
Take a note. All the new vocabulary, put it in your glossary, and check it for the future,
Yeah.
right? In this
I,
moment, we are done, girls. I hope you learned a lot this time. For the rest of the girls, I have this information, capital letters and punctuation. When you're writing, this is super important for you girls. So take a note because we are talking about commas, we are talking about extra symbols we don't need. Where are you? 10 o'clock? No, 10 o'clock, no. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Here we go. All right, girls, we are done for today. Tomorrow we check other two if we have time. We finish for today. Have a very good night.
have a good night, teacher. Thanks so much.
See you
Good
later.
night. Good night.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.